it's Holly Marie King, and we are going to be doing The Hunger Games, The Handmaid's Tale. And I'm going to be honest, I've never finished the show. I've started it, so I know most of the characters. Not all of them, most of them. So, further ado, let's get started. District 1, we have June, Serena, Fred, and Lydia. In District 2, we have Janine, Rita, Nick, and Luke. In District 3, we have Moira, Alma, Brianna, and Emily. Excuse me. In District 4, we have Joseph. Oh, I messed up. Well, he's just going to be Joseph. District 4, we have Warren, Naomi, and Mark. In District 5, we have Dolores, Beth, Lily, and Hannah. In District 6, we have Aunt Elizabeth, Leah, Matthew, and Eleanor. In District 7, we have Natalie, Eden, Sienna, and Rachel. In District 8, we have Andrew, Grace, Martha, and Esther. In District 9, we have George, Aaron, Sylvia, and Stephen. In District 10, we have Meredith, Holly, Una, and Fiona. In District 11, we have Lena, Olivia, Ruth, and Isaac. In District 12, we have Oliver, Horace, Dawn, and Grinnell. And I know, some of the pictures are weird, and I did mess up on one. It was hard to find pictures for everything, so let's just get started. As long as Fred doesn't win, right? The bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Beth runs away with a lighter and some rope. Mark runs away from the cornucopia. Martha grabs a backpack and retreats. Lena clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Emily runs away from the cornucopia. Serena runs away from the cornucopia. Fred stays at the cornucopia for resources. Stephen grabs the backpack and retreats. Esther runs away from the cornucopia. Dolores runs away from the cornucopia. Janine runs away from the cornucopia. Isaac runs away from the cornucopia. Leah runs away from the cornucopia. George falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Luke snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Horace runs away from the cornucopia. Grace clutches the first aid kit and runs away. Aunt Elizabeth runs away from the cornucopia. Dawn runs away from the cornucopia. Moira runs away from the cornucopia. Matthew clutches the first aid kit and runs away. Grinnell grabs a shovel. Andrew runs away from the cornucopia. Lydia runs away from the cornucopia. June grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Una grabs the shovel. Holly runs away from the cornucopia. Oliver runs away from the cornucopia. Olivia runs away from the cornucopia. Eden runs away from the cornucopia. Eleanor runs away from the cornucopia. Rita runs away from the cornucopia. Warren pushes Fiona off a cliff during a knife fight. Jesus. Joseph runs away from the cornucopia. I'm so mad that I messed that up. Natalie runs away from the cornucopia. Sylvia takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Lily retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Rachel snaps Ruth's neck. Jesus Christ, people are just dying like crazy. Alma runs away from the cornucopia. Hannah finds Naomi hiding in the cornucopia and kills her. Jesus, Hannah. Brianna scares Sienna away from the cornucopia. Aaron runs away from the cornucopia. Meredith runs away from the cornucopia. Nick runs away from the cornucopia. Blah, blah, blah. Day 1, Dolores, Andrew, and Isaac hunt for other tributes. Janine stalks Serena. Meredith constructs a shack. June receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Martha practices her archery. Luke tries to sleep through the entire day. Emily steals from Hannah while she isn't looking. Fred receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Stephen sprains his ankle while running away from Eleanor. Lydia diverts Natalie's attention and runs away. Sylvia chases Grace. Joseph and Aaron split up to search for resources. I'm so sorry. Every time I see it, I'm like, I'm sorry. Una injures herself. Eden, Rachel, and Mark track down and kill Rita. Rita, come on, Eden. Rude. Brianna thinks about home. Sienna receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Holly fishes. Grinnell searches for a water source. Lena searches for firewood. Beth begs for Leah to kill her. She refuses, keeping Beth alive. Olivia is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Alma questions her sanity. Moira, Warren, and Matthew hunt for other tributes. Dawn attacks Esther, but she manages to escape. Nick defeats Aunt Elizabeth in a fight but spares her life. Horace questions his sanity. Lily picks flowers, and Oliver receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. George, District 9. Fiona, District 10. Ruth, District 11. Naomi, District 4. And Rita, District 2. Sad Rita died. She's cool. So I know some of the characters. I did completely mess up. Night 1. Serena passes out from exhaustion. Stephen finds Joseph, Natalie, and Fred away from his fire. Well, at least the two jerks are working together. Moira fends Grinnell, Hannah, and Alma away from her fire. Warren, Luke, and Nick discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Oliver, Don, and Mark cheerfully sing songs together. Brianna tries to sing herself to sleep. Esther tries to sing herself to sleep. Leah, Horace, Lena, Matthew, and Grace sleep in shifts. Aaron lets Una into her shelter. And Elizabeth and Emily talk about the tribute still alive. Olivia sets up camp for the night. Eleanor receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Meredith cooks her food before putting her fire out. Isaac, Rachel, Sylvia, and Lydia tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Eden quietly hums. Holly receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Beth quietly hums. Janine and June tell stories about themselves to each other. Well, that suits them. Andrew thinks about home. Martha poisons Lily's drink. She drinks it and dies. Oh, man. Aw, poor Lily. Dolores receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Sienna receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Day 2, Moira tries to spearfish with a trident. Lydia overhears Olivia and Esther talking in the distance. Stephen hunts for other tributes. Sylvia stalks Horace. Sienna and Natalie hunt for other tributes. Grace overhears Eden and Holly talking in the distance. Beth questions her sanity. Dolores, Martha, Nick, and Isaac raid Dawn's camp while she is hunting. Aunt Elizabeth and Mark split up to search for resources. Oliver begs for Una to kill him. She refuses, keeping Oliver alive. Warren stabs Meredith in the back with a trident. Jesus. Serena camouflages herself in the bushes. Eleanor thinks about home. Luke, Brianna, and Fred hunt for other tributes. Andrew searches for a water source. June fishes. Grinnell stalks Alma. Joseph needs to die. Joseph goes hunting. Janine receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Hannah defeats Leah in a fight, but spares her life. Rachel makes a slingshot. Lena poisons Emily's drink, but mistakes it for her own and dies. Yes! Good job, Emily. Stay alive. Aaron discovers a river. Matthew thinks about home. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Lily, District 5. Meredith, District 10. And Lena, District 11. Night 2. Eleanor cooks her food before putting her fire out. Matthew tries to treat his infection. Lydia looks at the night sky. Esther begs for Stephen to kill her. He refuses, keeping Esther alive. Aaron attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Warren begs for Oliver to kill him. He refuses, keeping Warren alive. Beth tries to sing herself to sleep. Rachel destroys Joseph's supplies while he is asleep. Kill him, Rachel. It's a mistake. He should be gone. His picture even looks better than Fred's. Una sets off an explosive, killing Isaac, Fred, and Eden. Aw, why would you kill Eden? Una. At least Fred's dead. Now we only have one of them left. Martha tends to her wounds. Andrew and Holly tell stories about themselves to each other. Emily and Moira hold hands. Okay, they're still alive. Sienna questions her sanity. June cooks her food before putting her fire out. Alma attempts to climb a tree, but falls to her death. Oh, poor Alma. Luke, Grinnell, and Mark sleep in shifts. Nick defeats Brianna in a fight, but spares her alive. Janine and Grace tell stories about themselves to each other. Dolores sings about winning. Dawn climbs a tree to rest. Olivia tries to sing herself to sleep. Leah tends to Serena's wounds. Sylvia and Aunt Elizabeth talk about the tribute still alive. Hannah looks at the night sky. Horace kills Natalie with a hatchet. Wow. All the freaking handmaidens are getting killed. Day 3. Eleanor tends to Mark's wounds. Leah camouflages herself in the bushes. Olivia receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Lydia collects fruit from a tree. Moira camouflages herself in the bushes. Emily begs for Nick to kill her. He refuses, keeping Emily alive. Good job, Nick. Don't kill her yet. We gotta get to all the good ones to be at the end, and then we'll see who wins. Hannah receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Sienna receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Luke hunts for other tributes. Oliver explores the arena. Stephen discovers a river. Dawn and Rachel split up to search for resources. Esther kills Una with a sickle. Wow. Andrew receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Brianna steals from Grace while she isn't looking. Matthew runs away from Holly. Aaron and Warren split up to search for resources. Janine accidentally steps on a landmine. Aw, no, Janine. Joseph repeatedly stabs Dolores to death with sighs. He needs to die. Aunt Elizabeth chases Serena. Beth sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Grinnell and Horace fight June and Martha. Grinnell and Horace survive. No! June's dead! Oh god, this is going bad. Sylvia receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. June has died. Everyone. The main character is dead. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Isaac, District 11. Fred, District 1. Eden, District 7. Alma, District 3. Natalie, District 7. Una, District 10. Janine, District 2. Dolores, District 5. June, District 1. And Martha, District 8. Night 3. Esther screams for help. Andrew and Olivia huddle for warmth. Stephen loses sight of where he is. Brianna passes out from exhaustion. Emily, Grinnell, and Lydia sleep in shifts. Hannah tends to Moira's wounds. Grace fends Mark, Serena, and Eleanor away from her fire. Warren receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Aunt Elizabeth sets up camp for the night. Horace ambushes Nick and kills him. No, all the good ones are dying. No, don't let them die. Sienna, Holly, and Oliver discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. I think I know who she is. Luke sees the fire but stays hidden. Sylvia quietly hums. Dawn, Joseph, Matthew, Rachel, and Beth sleep in shifts. Aaron talks about home, or thinks about home. Leah sees the fire but stays hidden. Day 4. Grace, Mark, Luke, and Hannah raid Horace's camp while he is hunting. Sienna hunts for other tributes. Andrew sprains his ankle while running away from Rachel. Oliver tries to spear fish with a trident. Lydia injures herself. Esther shoots a poisonous blow dart into Holly's neck, slowly killing her. Aww. Holly is dead. Joseph scares Moira off. Moira, kill him. He needs to die. Aaron makes a slingshot. Grinnell travels to higher ground. Warren tries to spearfish with a trident. Aunt Elizabeth diverts Matthew's attention and runs away. Stephen sets Dawn on fire with a Molotov. Beth, Olivia, Leah, Emily, and Brianna hunt for other tributes. Sylvia picks flowers, and Eleanor runs away from Serena. Fallen tributes for blah blah. Can't talk now. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Nick, District 2, Holly, District 10, and Dawn, District 12. Night 4. Grace receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Leah screams for help. Luke strangles Moira with a rope. No, Luke, don't kill Moira. Sienna stabs Aaron while her back is turned. Is Aaron the quiet one? Aww. Olivia tries to treat his infection. Oliver tries to treat his infection. Sorry. Brianna severely injures Lydia, but puts her out of her misery. Good job, Brianna. You get her. Sylvia goes to sleep. Hannah bashes Eleanor's head in with a mace. Jesus, Hannah. Mark and Joseph sleep in shifts. Mark, kill him. Serena passes out from exhaustion. Matthew stays awake all night. Rachel sees a fire but stays hidden. Emily falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Stop killing the good people. No! Olivia quietly hums. Warren receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Grinnell and Andrew talk about the tribute still alive. Beth thinks about home. Esther and Stephen hold hands. Aunt Elizabeth loses sight of where she is, and Horace dies from hypothermia. Excuse me. Day 5. Olivia receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Luke injures himself. Matthew travels to higher ground. Aunt Elizabeth receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Hannah receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Brianna receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sylvia and Stephen work together for the day. Esther tries to sleep through the entire day. Andrew steals from Serena while she isn't looking. Joseph and Warren hunt for other tributes. Mark scares Grace off. Leah and Rachel work together for the day. Oliver steals from Grinnell while he isn't looking. Beth poisons Sienna's drink. She drinks it and dies. Wow. Fallen tributes. 5. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Moira, District 3. Aaron, District 9. Lydia, District 1. Eleanor, District 6. Emily, District 3. Horace, District 12. And Sienna, District 7. Night 5. Luke receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Olivia, Hannah, Rachel, and Esther tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Wow. Warren, Grace, Matthew, and Grinnell sleep in shifts. Aunt Elizabeth loses sight of where she is. Serena screams for help. Leah and Oliver tell stories about themselves to each other. Brianna tries to treat her infection. Sylvia strangles Andrew after engaging in a fistfight. Well, it's fine. Most of the guys on here are scumbags anyway, and neither did I. Mark screams for help. Beth questions her sanity. Joseph begs for Stephen to kill him. He refuses keeping Joseph alive. No, kill him. He's a mistake. He deserves death. Day 6. Olivia scares Aunt Elizabeth off. Grace is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Serena runs away from Brianna. Leah collects fruit from a tree. Matthew camouflages himself in the bushes. Mark tries to sleep through the entire day. Warren constructs a shack. Esther accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Luke hunts for other tributes. Sylvia stalks Rachel. Joseph forces Oliver to kill Grinnell or Hannah. He decides to kill Grinnell. Should have killed Joseph instead. He should have refused and killed Joseph instead. Stephen dies trying to escape the arena. Beth practices her archery. Oh, it's an arena event. A swarm of of tracker jackers invade the arena. Luke is stung to death. Matthew and Oliver run out of places to run and are stung to death. Joseph survives. God damn it. If he wins, I'm picking second place. I don't even care. While running away from the tracker jackers, Aunt Elizabeth grabs Olivia and throws her to the ground. While running away from the tracker jackers, Rachel grabs Hannah and throws her to the ground. Does that mean Hannah and Olivia are dead? I don't know. Maybe they're alive. Sylvia slowly dies from the tracker jacker toxins. Brianna survives. Leah is stung to death. Mark knocks Serena unconscious and leaves her there as bait. Wow. Warren survives, Grace survives, and Beth survives. 12 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Andrew, District 8. Esther, District 8. Grinnell, District 12. Stephen, District 9. Luke, District 2. Matthew, District 6. Oliver, District 12. Olivia, District 11. Okay, so they did die. Hannah, District 5. Sylvia, District 9. Leah, District 6. And Serena, District 1. I was kind of hoping Serena would survive. I know she's a bad, but, like, her character development is insane in the show. I've gotten to the point, or maybe I shouldn't spoil. No, I don't want to do spoilers. You have to watch the show for yourself to see what happens. Warren defeats Joseph in a fight, but spares his life. No, kill him! Beth taints Brianna's food, killing her. Rachel sees a fire, but stays hidden. Mark starts a fire. Aunt Elizabeth and Grace hold hands. Day 7. Mark discovers a cave. Grace receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Warren tries to sleep through the entire day. Aunt Elizabeth explores the arena. Joseph's trap kills Rachel, and Beth camouflages herself in the bushes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Brianna, District 3, and Rachel, District 7. Night 7. Aunt Elizabeth, Joseph, and Beth get into a fight. Joseph triumphantly kills them both. What? Is he gonna win? No, he can't. No. Warren lets Grace into a shelter. Mark dies from thirst. I'm pretty sure I don't want Warren to win either, though. Day 8. Warren tries to spear fish with a trident. Joseph makes a wooden spear, and Grace makes a slingshot. I cannot believe if this guy wins. I swear. Picking second place. I don't care. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Aunt Elizabeth, District 6, Beth, District 5, and Mark, District 4. Night 8. Grace starts a fire. Joseph thinks about winning, and Warren falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Good. I don't want him to win either. Joseph kills Grace with a hatchet. How? How did he win? What is this? What is this? Ugh. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Warren, District 4, and Grace, District 8. Okay. That was not supposed to happen. He's not supposed to have won. He was supposed to die. What are the odds? Okay, there's 48 people. How? How did Joseph, the mistake, he killed 5 people? Jesus. I'm picking Grace. Grace won. She won. She's the winner. Not this faker who was stupid and was in this. I know. You can judge me all you want, but I'm picking her. She won. He wasn't supposed to win. What the heck even happened? I think he even killed the most people too. Did Joseph kill the most people? This guy that I named Joseph that I don't even know. Like I said, I haven't watched the show for a long time, so I forgot the characters, and then I saw that he had Fred's face, and I was like, no, that's not right. Joseph didn't win. Grace won. Okay? Period. Band. If you don't like how I do it, you can do it yourself. Figure out how to make this show work. I thought there was going to be a lot more pictures because, you know, it's a newer show, but no, there's no pictures. It's hard to find pictures. Anyway, leave a like if you like this. If you know someone who will like that, please share it with them. I know I made a mistake, but, you know, I'm human. I make mistakes, okay? Sometimes, most of the time I correct my mistakes, but this time I was like, whatever. We'll just keep going because it was so hard to find pictures and stuff for this one. If you want more of this, I upload every Wednesday, so if you are interested in it, subscribe so you know when it comes up. Okay? Alright. Well, and always, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.